If you are over the age of 55 and you have been feeling more tired than usual, waking up with puffy eyes or swollen ankles, or running to the bathroom multiple times during the night, do not ignore this, because those are not just signs of getting older. Those are early warning signals from your kidneys, two silent, bean-shaped organs that most people take for granted until they start to fail. And here is the scary truth that your doctor may not tell you. By the time standard blood tests show a problem, you may have already lost up to 50% of your kidney function. But here is the good news. Your kidneys have an incredible ability to heal if you give them the right support. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I will walk you through 5 simple, natural habits that can start improving your kidney function within just 24 hours. And I'm not talking about expensive supplements or complicated detox protocols. I'm talking about simple changes you can make tonight and tomorrow morning, using things you already have in your kitchen. But before I reveal the first habit, I need to warn you about one common mistake that 9 out of 10 people make. It is a mistake that slowly damages your kidneys every single day, and most people have no idea they are doing it. I will reveal that mistake in just a moment. But first, let me ask you something. How often do you think about your kidneys? Most people never do. They think about their heart, their joints, their blood pressure, but the kidneys? They are the quiet workers. They filter your blood 24 hours a day, removing waste, balancing minerals, and controlling your blood pressure. They are the unsung heroes of your body. But here is the problem. The modern lifestyle is slowly poisoning them. Processed foods, hidden sugars, dehydration, and certain medications are pushing your kidneys to the breaking point. And when they start to struggle, your entire body suffers. You feel foggy. Your energy crashes, your blood pressure creeps up, your legs swell, and you wake up exhausted even after a full night of sleep. But I want you to hear this clearly. It does not have to be this way. Your kidneys are not doomed. They are not worn out just because you are over 60. They are simply asking for help. And when you give them the right support, the right hydration, the right timing, the right foods, they can bounce back faster than you think. In fact, within just 24 hours of making these 5 changes, you can reduce the workload on your kidneys, flush out accumulated toxins, and start feeling a noticeable difference in your energy, your sleep, and your overall well-being. I have seen this happen with my own patients. People who were told their kidney function was borderline or declining, and within weeks of making these simple shifts, their lab numbers improved. So, if you are ready to take control of your kidney health without pills, without expensive treatments, without giving up your favorite foods forever, then stay with me, because the first habit is something you can start doing tonight, before you go to bed. And it is so simple, you will wonder why no one ever told you about it before. But before I share that, let me ask you one more thing. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a dry mouth, or a headache, or that annoying feeling that you just cannot get comfortable? If you have, write yes in the comments below. I want to see how many of us are dealing with this. And do not worry, I have a solution for that too. Now, let me reveal the first habit that can start improving your kidney function within 24 hours. But first, if you're finding this information valuable, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. I release new videos every week with simple, science-backed tips to help you stay healthy and independent as you age. And if you hit the like button, it tells YouTube that this content matters, so more people can find it and benefit. Thank you. Now, let me start with habit number 1. And it all begins with what you do before you close your eyes tonight. Habit number 1. The 2-finger hydration rule before bed. Here is the truth most doctors will not tell you. Your kidneys do most of their repair work while you sleep. But if you go to bed even slightly dehydrated, your kidneys have to work overtime, filtering concentrated waste with less fluid. It is like trying to flush a clogged pipe with a teaspoon of water. Over time, this strain builds up, and your filtration rate drops. So here is what I want you to do tonight. 2 hours before you go to sleep, drink exactly 1 glass of warm water, about 8 ounces. Not cold, not ice water, warm. Why warm? Because warm water relaxes the blood vessels around your kidneys, improving circulation and allowing toxins to be flushed more efficiently. Cold water, on the other hand, can cause a temporary constriction of those vessels, slowing down the process. But here is the critical part, and this is where most people get it wrong. Do not drink anything else after that glass. No sips of water, no tea, no herbal drinks for the 2 hours leading up to bedtime. Why? Because if you drink too close to sleep, you will wake up multiple times during the night to use the bathroom. And disrupted sleep is one of the biggest enemies of kidney repair. Your kidneys need uninterrupted deep sleep to activate their natural detoxification cycles. If you are waking up 3 times a night, you are robbing them of that recovery time. So the rule is simple. 1 glass of warm water 2 hours before bed, then nothing else. This single habit can reduce the workload on your kidneys by up to 30% overnight. And you will notice the difference the next morning. Less puffiness around your eyes, clearer urine, and more energy when you wake up. Now, you might be thinking, but Dr. Sarah, I wake up with a dry mouth no matter what I do. I hear you. That is a very common problem, especially as we age. And there is a simple fix for that too. I will share it in just a moment, but first let me move on to habit number 2, because this one is even more surprising. Habit number 2, the lemon squeeze that flushes toxins. Most people think that if they want to help their kidneys, they need to drink cranberry juice or some fancy detox tea. But the truth is, one of the most powerful kidney cleansers is sitting in your kitchen right now, and it costs pennies. I'm talking about fresh lemon juice. Here is the science. Your kidneys are responsible for maintaining the acid-base balance in your blood. When your blood becomes too acidic, which happens naturally as we age, especially if you eat meat, dairy, or processed foods, your kidneys have to work harder to neutralize that acid. Over time, this can lead to the formation of kidney stones, inflammation, and a gradual decline in function. Lemon juice is rich in citric acid. And here is the counterintuitive part. Even though it is acidic, it has an alkalizing effect on your body once it is metabolized. It helps your kidneys flush out uric acid and other waste products more efficiently. In fact, studies have shown that drinking lemon water regularly can increase urine citrate levels, which helps prevent calcium oxalate stones, the most common type of kidney stone. So here is what I recommend. Every morning, as soon as you wake up, squeeze half a fresh lemon into a glass of warm water, about 8 to 10 ounces. Do not use bottled lemon juice, because it often contains preservatives and less active compounds. Fresh is best. Drink this on an empty stomach, at least 20 minutes before you eat anything. This simple habit does 3 things for your kidneys. First, it gently flushes out waste that accumulated overnight. Second, it provides a natural source of vitamin C, which supports the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys. And third, it stimulates bile production, which helps your liver. And remember, your liver and kidneys work as a team. If one is sluggish, the other has to pick up the slack. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but Dr. Sarah, lemon juice is hard on my teeth. You are right to be cautious. The acid can erode enamel over time. So here is a simple trick. Drink the lemon water through a straw and rinse your mouth with plain water afterward. Do not brush your teeth immediately. Wait at least 30 minutes, because brushing right after acid exposure can actually damage your enamel. But there is one more thing I need to warn you about. If you have a history of acid reflux or GERD, lemon water might not be right for you. In that case, skip this habit and move on to habit number 3, which is even gentler on your stomach. I will share that in just a moment. But before I do, let me ask you, how many of you have tried drinking lemon water before? Write lemon in the comments if you have, and let me know if you noticed a difference. I'm curious to hear your experiences. Now, habit number 3 is where things get really interesting. This one involves a specific vegetable that most people throw away, but it is one of the most powerful kidney regenerators I have ever seen. Stay with me, because I'm about to show you exactly how to use it. Habit number 3 is what I call the root rescue, and the vegetable I'm talking about is celery. Now, I know what you're thinking. Celery? That watery bland stalk? Yes, that's celery. But here is the thing. Most people throw away the most powerful part of the celery, the leaves. The dark green leaves at the top are packed with compounds that act like a gentle scrub brush for your kidneys. They contain high levels of potassium and sodium in a perfect natural balance, which helps flush out uric acid and excess calcium that can form painful kidney stones. But I'm not asking you to eat a whole bunch of celery leaves raw. They are bitter, I get it. Instead, here is a simple way to use them. Take a handful of fresh celery leaves, about half a cup, and steep them in hot water for 10 minutes, just like you would make tea. Strain it and drink it warm. Do this once a day, preferably in the afternoon, and you will give your kidneys a gentle, natural cleanse. The compounds in celery leaves, specifically apigenin and luteolin, have been shown in studies to reduce inflammation in the kidney tissue and improve filtration rate. And the best part? It costs almost nothing. You can even grow celery in a pot on your windowsill and harvest the leaves continuously. But there is a catch, and I need you to pay close attention here. If you are on blood thinners like warfarin, or if you have low blood pressure, check with your doctor before trying this. Celery leaves have a mild diuretic effect, which can lower blood pressure further. So start with a small amount, just a few leaves, and see how your body responds. Now, I want to show you a quick visual. Imagine your kidneys are like a coffee filter. Over time, that filter gets clogged with fine particles, waste products, toxins, excess minerals. Celery leaf tea acts like a gentle stream of warm water, loosening those particles and letting them drain away. But here is the key. You need to give your kidneys enough water to carry those particles out. That is why habit number 4 is so important, and this one might surprise you. It is not about drinking more water. You already know that. It is about when you drink it. Most people sip water throughout the day, which is fine, but it is not strategic. For kidney health, timing matters. Here is what I recommend. Drink 2 glasses of water, about 16 ounces total, between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Why that specific window? According to traditional Chinese medicine, which has been used for thousands of years, the hours between 3 and 5 p.m. are when the kidney meridian is most active. Modern science backs this up too. Your body's natural circadian rhythm affects kidney function, and filtration rates tend to peak in the late afternoon. By drinking water during this window, you are working with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. But do not chug it all at once. Sip it slowly over 2 hours. Think of it like watering a plant. You do not dump a bucket of water on it all at once. You let it soak in gradually. The same goes for your kidneys. Now, I can already hear some of you saying, but Dr. Sarah, if I drink that much water in the afternoon, I will be up all night running to the bathroom. That is a valid concern. Here is the trick. Stop drinking fluids 2 hours before bed. So if you go to bed at 10 p.m., finish your last sip by 8 p.m. This gives your kidneys time to process the water and your bladder time to empty before you sleep. And here is a bonus tip. Add a pinch of sea salt to one of those glasses. Not table salt, real sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. The minerals in natural salt help your kidneys hold on to the water longer, so it gets absorbed into your cells instead of just passing through. This is called cell hydration, and it is far more effective than plain water for flushing toxins. But I want you to be careful with this one. If you have congestive heart failure or are on a strict fluid restriction, do not increase your water intake without talking to your doctor first. This advice is for people with generally healthy hearts who want to support their kidneys naturally. Now we are about to move into habit number 5, and this one is the most powerful of all. It is a simple morning ritual that can double your kidneys' filtration capacity within just a few days. I will reveal it in just a moment, but first, let me ask you, how much water do you drink each day? Write your answer in the comments, just a number, like 4 glasses or 6 glasses. I want to see the average. And if you have already tried celery leaf tea, let me know how it went. Your feedback helps others in our community. Now, habit number 5 is what I call the pressure point reset. And it involves a specific herb that most people have in their spice rack but never use for kidney health. Stay with me because this one is a game changer. Habit number 5 is parsley. Yes, that humble green garnish sitting on the edge of your dinner plate. Most people throw it away, but parsley is one of the most powerful natural diuretics on the planet. It gently flushes excess sodium and fluid from your kidneys without depleting potassium, which is a common problem with prescription water pills. Think of parsley as a soft broom that sweeps through your kidney tubules, clearing out waste and reducing the pressure inside the filters. When those filters are less congested, they can work faster and more efficiently. Here's how to use it for maximum effect. Take a handful of fresh parsley, about half a cup, and wash it thoroughly. Chop it roughly and steep it in 2 cups of boiling water for 10 minutes. Strain the leaves out and drink 1 cup in the morning on an empty stomach. Save the second cup for the afternoon, around 2 or 3 o'clock. Do not drink it at night, because it will make you run to the bathroom and disturb your sleep. If fresh parsley is not available, you can use dried parsley, but use only 1 tablespoon per cup of water. The dried version is more concentrated, so you need less. Now, I want to be very clear about one thing. Parsley tea is safe for most people, but if you have kidney stones made of calcium oxalate, you need to be cautious. Parsley is high in oxalates, and in rare cases, it can make certain types of stones worse. If you have a history of kidney stones, talk to your doctor before trying this. Also, if you are taking blood thinners like warfarin, parsley contains vitamin K, which can interfere with the medication. Always check with your healthcare provider first. But for the vast majority of people over 50, parsley tea is a gentle, effective way to give your kidneys a daily flush. I have had patients tell me that within 3 days of starting this habit, their ankle swelling went down, their blood pressure dropped a few points, and they felt less bloated. One woman, Margaret, who is 72, wrote to me saying her morning puffiness disappeared completely after a week. She had been struggling with it for years, and no one had ever suggested parsley. Now, here is a bonus tip that ties all 5 habits together. The real secret to kidney health is consistency. You can do all of these steps perfectly for 1 day, but if you stop, your kidneys will slowly slide back into the old pattern. So, I recommend picking just 2 or 3 of these habits that feel easy for you and commit to doing them every single day for the next 21 days. That is how long it takes for a new habit to stick. And here is a simple way to track your progress. Every morning, before you drink anything, look at your urine color. It should be pale yellow, like lemonade. If it is dark, like apple juice, you are dehydrated. If it is completely clear, you might be drinking too much water and flushing out electrolytes. That pale yellow color is the sweet spot, and it tells you your kidneys are happy. I also want to share one more mistake to avoid. Do not drink cranberry juice from the store. Most commercial cranberry juices are loaded with sugar, and sugar is one of the worst things for your kidneys. It causes inflammation and spikes your insulin, which makes your kidneys work harder. If you want the benefits of cranberry, use unsweetened cranberry concentrate or eat whole cranberries. But honestly, the 5 habits I have shared with you today are far more effective than any store-bought juice. Now, before I wrap up, I want to remind you that your kidneys are incredibly resilient. They can bounce back even after years of neglect, but they need the right support. The 5 habits we covered: warm lemon water, celery leaf tea, the pressure point massage, proper hydration with a pinch of salt, and parsley tea, are all backed by science and centuries of traditional use. They are simple, inexpensive, and you can start them today. I want to thank you for staying with me through this entire video. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you love. Send them the link. Your kidneys are your body's natural filter, and keeping them healthy is one of the most important things you can do for a long, active life. And remember, all advice in this video is for informational purposes only. Always consult your physician before making any changes to your diet or health routine, especially if you have a chronic condition or are taking medication. I am Dr. Sarah Carter. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Here is the continuation and conclusion of the script, written in the exact style and format requested. But honestly, the 5 habits I have shared with you today are far more effective than any store-bought juice. Now, before I wrap up, I want to remind you that your kidneys are incredibly resilient. They can bounce back even after years of neglect, but they need the right support. The 5 habits we covered: warm lemon water, celery leaf tea, the pressure point massage, proper hydration with a pinch of salt, and parsley tea, are all backed by science and centuries of traditional use. They are simple, inexpensive, and you can start them today. I want to thank you for staying with me through this entire video. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you love. Send them the link. Your kidneys are your body's natural filter, and keeping them healthy is one of the most important things you can do for a long, active life. And remember, all advice in this video is for informational purposes only. Always consult your physician before making any changes to your diet or health routine, especially if you have a chronic condition or are taking medication. I am Dr. Sarah Carter. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.